is that is that
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the Today's Restaurant News networking group. I'm Howard Appel, the founder and publisher of Today's Restaurant News, and we are a group of vendors in the restaurant industry who are here to help each other grow our business and also to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef with any problems or concerns they might have. And if you'd like to submit a question or come to the meeting, give us a call at 561-620-8888 and go to our website at trnusa.com and take a look at our YouTube channel, which is Today's Restaurant, and you can access that through our website at trnusa.com. Good morning, everybody, officially, and I want to introduce Robert Schilling. Robert and I go way back in another networking group. I'll let you fill us in, Robert. Tell us who you are, what you do, where you're located, and how we can reach you.
Okay, glad to be present with everybody this morning. And I'm glad I made contact with Howard. It's nice to see you. You look young as ever, and you still got all your hair. So I love it.
It
My
comes
name
off.
is Robert Schilling. I'm in the coffee business, and I have been here in the South Florida landscape for the last 30 years. Presently, I'm working with a wonderful company, a micro roaster in Coral Springs called 360 Fahrenheit Specialty Coffee Roasters. I realize it's a mouthful, but we cut it short. We just call ourselves 360 Roasters. And the reason we use 360 is because when you roast coffee, the first crack occurs around 360 degrees. So it's just a cute little thing that we do. We are micro roasters. We're a third wave specialty coffee company. We do not over roast coffee. We do not compete with people like Starbucks and the such. We're a little bit more upscale. We do huge private label programs. We're also kosher certified. And I came aboard there to help boost their awareness, be their brand ambassador, and be part of the South Florida networking group like yourselves. We're a walk, you could walk in and visit. We're also a training center. We have a fully equipped workshop area where we teach baristas, we teach restaurant owners the value of a coffee and dessert program, because most of these people are leaving a lot of coffee dollars on the table. So we come in, we teach their people. In essence, we're helping ourselves too, but we feel that education is the key, especially in today's world where everybody is so coffee aware. I welcome any questions. I welcome anybody stopping in us to see us. We're in West Coral Springs on Wiles Road. You'll probably open up your window 2 blocks from our place and smell the air because we're roasting every day. So once again, my name is Robert Schilling. I look forward to being part of the group, and thank you for having me.
How do we reach you?
Well, I'll post.
Tell us your phone number so that people on YouTube will have it.
Okay, so you can reach me directly. Can't see that too clever. Reach me directly at 954-309-8391. You could go on to our website at 360fcoffee.com. That's 360fcoffee.com.
How big is your facility on Wiles Road?
Well, we're presently undergoing some nice growth. We've taken up an additional spot. So we've got 2 spots right on Wiles Road between Coral Springs Drive and Coral Ridge. One side will be for administrative and our training center, and one side will be for production, packaging, and roasting. So you're welcome to walk in, come smell the coffee, pick some up, take it home, We'll grind it for you if you need it. But like I say, be prepared because there are a lot of things that we do you probably never even heard of. We are micro roasters. We do things a lot differently than a lot of these commercial guys down here.
Okay, well, nice to have you here. And like I said, I'll double back. And after you see what we do, if you want to add anything or change anything. All right.
Absolutely. Thank you for your
Okay.
time.
Okay. Terry Ark, you want to start us off?
Sure. My name is Terry. I own Creative Business Impressions. I am a promotional products distributor. I can provide, my resources are over 1 million products that you could put your company logo on. Everything from pens to mugs to water bottles. This particular one actually has a speaker that is on the bottom, so you cannot wash it in the dishwasher, but it comes in 4 different colors, as you can see in the background here. So very cool if a restaurant wants to have something to upsell. And usually what I do when I'm working with a restaurant that's using a product that they want to upsell, I work with the vendor to get the price lower so it can be more reasonable for the restaurant so that they can actually make some money and people want to buy it at the price that they sell for it. Anyway, so I've been doing this for 21 years. I work with franchises and my information is going into the chat. My phone number is 561-308-1393. If anyone has some interest, you can call me or email me at terry.arke@outlook.com.
I'm going to have to put you together with our newest member in the 9 o'clock group. She does branding, but she doesn't sell any of the products that you have.
Okay.
That would be a good connection for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Darren, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Darren Gall, Tracy.net, reminding everybody it is hurricane season. And how do you get a hold of your customers and employees, and how do they get a hold of you in the event of a disaster? Disasters do happen all year long. They're just most prevalent during hurricane season, but a simple thing as power outages, car hitting a light pole that happens to run your connection into your office. Several things can disrupt your service. If you don't have a plan for this, we'd love to talk to you. We do have product specialties for restaurants in particular with backups with 5G. So if you do lose your internet connection, your calls can stay up and your credit card transactions can stay up. Those solutions start as low as $59 a month. So I'd love to speak with anybody we could help. You can find us online at www.traci.net. Email us at sales@tracy.net or call us at 800-881-8899.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's go to Jerry. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Jerry Mangual. I'm the Director of Business Development for a company called Restaurant City. Restaurant City is a 4th generation, 100-plus-year-old company with 5 locations, 5 equipment superstores locations throughout the East Coast, 2 of them being in Florida, one in Pompano Beach, the other in Sarasota. It's about 50,000 square feet of restaurant equipment and supplies. So anything that you can possibly think of for a restaurant, we have, from stoves, ranges, convection ovens, pots, pans, utensils, things of that nature. We're a full service distributor. We do sales. I'm actually at a site right now waiting for our truck to deliver. So we do a delivery as well as install. If you want to reach me, my number is 954-415-3040 or Jerry, Gerry, at restaurantcity.com.
Hey, thank you. Let's go to Randy. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Randy Pumputis here with Heartland Payroll. Robert, welcome to the group. Everybody loves a great cup of coffee, my friend. Heartland Payroll. Heartland Payroll, we're a Fortune 500 company. We just returned from the World Expo down in Nashville. for my franchise group, United Franchise Group. We were very honored and privileged to win the Vendor Partner of the Year for all brands. So they have a retail brand specifically in the restaurant space. So hopefully this gives us a big push moving forward to refer back to this group. Terry, I'd like to talk to you. There was quite a few vendors at this convention with the marketing that you do, and they're open for it. So let's talk afterwards. Heartland Payroll, we specialize in anything from startups, multiple IDs, mom and pops, multiple locations, as I said, and acquisitions and franchises. I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to our business broker, Azalea.
Good morning, guys. My name is Asalia. I am a business broker in South Florida. I do Miami-Dade and Broward. We currently have 42 restaurants that are available for you to take over. Thank God I've closed on 4 last month and 1 this month so far. So if there's anything I can do to help you guys, I'm actually going to talk to Gerald because there's 2 second-generation spaces in Pompano. I'm sure he's got clients there. So you can buy them, you can rent a space, and then do your thing. Anything I can do to help or sell if you want. My number is here, so I know it. 786-457-2796. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on all those closings.
Yes,
It's quite an accomplishment.
she's a go-getter for sure.
Let's go to Steve. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Steve Geller, Leasing Solutions, Palisades, New York. I am a financial intermediary. I finance. I have financing available for all types of equipment, all types of credit quality, dollar amount. I'm not restricted to one set of borrowers, potential borrowers, because I have lots of funding. I do SBA loans, working capital, merchant cash advances, and accounts receivable financing. My phone number is 845-362-6106.
Okay, thank you. John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. My name is John Bunn with the Bunn Company. We manufacture the string tying machines that everybody has seen throughout their lives. Today, with everyone trying to eliminate plastic, our machine uses a 100% environment safe material. Have for many, many years. Kind of a side note, in a different industry, in the mailing industry up in Canada, they have now stated no plastic in the mail system. So whether we like it or not, or realize how far it's going to go, it's coming our way. There's no plastic. They're getting rid of all kind of packaging and plastic. So in the restaurants, you've got your styrofoam, you've got your plastic clamshells, you got plastic bags. It's coming to the United States. They're going to get rid of it. We can help you give a handle for the products. You can tie it. It's secured. The bun knot cannot be duplicated by hand under tension load. You got 5 or 6 boxes of pizzas, you can tie them. You got a handle. They're not going to be thrown all over the car. If somebody cuts you off or you slam on your brakes, clamshells holding chicken together, whatever you like, we can tie it. Give us a call at 1-800-222-BUN, B-U-N-N. Our email is info@buntyco.com, and our website is buntyco.com.
Okay, thank you. Somebody who came to our meeting this morning at 9 o'clock is a industrial engineer. He specializes in industrial engineering. He'd be somebody you'd like to talk to. TRN Terry.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Good grief, it's been forever, and I remember you, Robert. Looking at you now, it has been forever.
Too long.
But I do from you, and wow, long time. Glad that you're here. Very happy to have you. I think it'll work well. My specialty, I do mostly, is provide a monthly lead list. Not similar to other companies that do this. We guarantee, our group guarantees a minimum of 50 brand new leads a month in Florida. Guaranteed.
Wow.
There have been 70 to 90 in the past several months. That's how many restaurants are coming in. And what we do, we give you the name of the establishment. If somebody has closed and somebody else has taken it over and they don't know what they're going to do with it yet, it's going to be a restaurant, but they don't know what type yet. They haven't got the concept quite ready. We'll put restaurant to be named and then who owns it, email address, phone number of the owner, address, and then there's a column for, is it going to be a 2 or 3 story restaurant with private dining, rooftop bar, full bar, all kinds of extra things. So anybody that has my list, and there's a lot of companies, professional companies that have this list, and they renew religiously year after year. The FRA being the first. But what?
I think Steve needs to mute.
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, she's left.
Okay. So I'm sorry, I lost my thought. Thank you, Terry. And so I provide that list on the 9th of every month in an Excel spreadsheet. The group here, if you're in this group, you get a different price. That's what's on the web. Call me because I won't say the price because we're online and people look at us on YouTube. But if you're involved in this group and you're a member, you get a substantial different price. And that is for 1 year of leads, and you get them once a month. And if anybody has any questions or needs a sample, which I give out at least one a day or two, email me. It's going to be an older sample. It's not going to have the email addresses, but you'll see what the list looks like. You can sort it by zip code or city or however you want. But those leads are second to none anywhere in the US. And I've had people try and buy us out. Not for sale. Anyways, that's what I do.
They didn't ask me.
They
didn't ask me. They didn't get my answer.
Howard. Oh, help me.
Okay, thank you.
So this is what I do. You can reach me at Terry, Terri, at trnusa.com. Thank you. Any questions? Ask.
The three amigos are here today. Haven't been together for a long time, but before we go to the three amigos, I'm going to go to Mr. Mulholland with a fun fact. Do you have one today?
I do. The question is, what condiment was once used for medical purposes?
What's condiment?
Mustard.
No.
Vinegar.
No.
Pickles.
Cinnamon.
No.
It's really.
Wait,
Because it can be used for medical purposes now.
wait,
Not that I'm aware of.
It
Probably not.
for a country or the actual product?
It was actually made for medicinal purposes, and they now use it as a condiment.
Turmeric?
How about salt?
No.
Pepper?
What's the most popular condiment?
Ketchup.
Ketchup. Ketchup
Really?
was made for medicinal purposes.
Really?
Yes.
For what condition?
That's weird.
I have no idea.
Somebody-
Chip was invented as a food source back in the 19th century.
Yeah, in the 1800s, it was, yeah, for medicinal.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yep.
It was sold as a cure for indigestion, and it was really originally in pill form, apparently.
There you go. That's where we're the three amigos.
Right.
We haven't been together for a while because my horse was in the hospital.
I thought you were going to be in
Some of
Ireland
you
today.
guys.
You lost your cowboy boots.
I did. Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
For those of you, I will be in Pompano Beach the last weekend in October.
Oh,
So
cool.
maybe if Howard and Terry want to have lunch, let me know.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah,
and
I don't know
Jerry
which Terry you were
and
talking about,
Jordan
but I'd like to
will
do that
get
too.
together.
That'd be great.
And Terry.
I'll come down.
Oh, look at
Cool.
Jordan. Jordan's like, yes.
Yeah. We'll
Always
work
down.
it around that.
We got a nice condo on the beach.
And
What's that?
Gabby. Yeah. And whoever wants to come.
John's got
Darren,
a
of course, Darren. Darren will be there if there's food.
If there's good food.
Oh, yeah.
Karen.
All right, you three amigos, you want to give us your intro?
Kevin, you want to do it today?
Go ahead, Chris.
You
I think I
tell
had
me.
last week.
All right. So, Strategic Supply Chain Partners, we function as an outsourced purchasing department for our clients. We typically save them 8% to 15%. If anybody follows us on LinkedIn by any chance, we actually posted some results for some of the clients we're working with. Our average is, I believe, over 11% with all the different
That is
clients we're
correct.
working with. So we redo their broadline distribution agreements and reduce the cost to their back door that they're paying. Most restaurateurs really don't understand how those agreements work or how things move behind the scenes in the logistics and distribution world, and that's where we really strip out excess cost and save them money. So we also work direct with manufacturers. We have a variety of contracts we're able to put in place on behalf of our clients to save them additional money. And we have utility programs, we have linen programs. We can pretty much do anything that's not labor cost. That's an expense on a P&L. We don't do real estate though, or insurance, but we do have partners who can help with that. So again, strategic supply chain partners, outsourced purchasing. We generally work on contingency basis, although we have set up several clients on more of a hybrid program, part flat fee, part save based. Great referral program. You get 10% of whatever we earn from a client you recommend to us for the life of the agreement we put in. Those agreements are typically 3 years. We have a couple that are 4 years. 985-778-1515 is how you can get in touch with me. Chris.Rodrigue@ssc.partners. Kevin, you want to give me your contact info as well?
You can call me at 407-497-9495 if you're interested in finding out more about us. Take a look at our website, www.ssc.partners.
Got a question. Does anybody here think the price of food has been going up the last 2 or 3 years? Anybody?
No,
Nobody thinks the price of food has gone up the last 2 or 3 years?
not a,
But, yeah,
My follow-up is,
yes.
go ahead, Chris.
Howard, can I have an extra 30 seconds or so?
Sure.
So John, to that point, we have a lot of clients that we started with in early 2022, right when food prices were spiking. And for most of our clients, I do all the analytics, I do all the quarterly reporting, and menus change and evolve over time, so I only track like items to like items. For the typical client that we have, and Kevin, you can attest to this because you see the numbers as well. We have one of our largest clients actually, they started at what we look at as the average case cost for what they pay for all the different SKUs they're buying. So it's dollar value divided by number of cases. They started in April 2022 at $52. Anybody want to guess what their average case cost is today in July 2024, which is now what, 27, 28 months later? Anybody want to take a guess?
120,
Huh?
This is a
100,
client of ours?
100 and something? Anybody else want to take a guess?
I'm going to
Ooh.
guess, Chris, you kept it the same rate.
They're 10 cents higher. They're still around 52 bucks.
I meant before you took over.
What's that?
I meant before you took over.
Oh, no, but to that point, I do that calculation for them too. I track all the commodities. I track produce markets, inflation, on food inflation, non-inflation, and I give them theoretically, this is where you would be. And they're in the mid 60s. They're not at 100, but they would be in the mid 60s. So there's about a $14, $14 gap between where they would be and where they are with the program we put in place. And that's consistent for every client we've worked with. We've been able to keep them relatively flat.
Wow.
That's great.
So
That's why you're the
love to
three
pick up some new
amigos.
clients. Love to pay some referral money too. Strategic supply chain.
Absolutely.
Believe me, we're asking. If you get a hold of the boss when you go into a restaurant, you're lucky, but we do know some. They are listening, so who knows?
And it's really not hard for us to do what we do either.
I mean, for any restaurant to say no is insane. It costs them nothing, and then they save. So why would they say no? So why no? Why
We
would
ask that
you-
question all the time.
Yeah. Because they
The
don't
The
want to
problem
change
is, if
vendors.
something sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and what we do sounds too good to be true, so most people just refuse to even take a look.
But it's
But
not.
okay. The ones that take us up on it are very appreciative.
Okay. Well, we know you provide a great service.
It's unbelievable.
All right, let's
Jordan, can I ask Jordan a question real quick?
sure.
How's your group down in Barbados doing?
Good.
Hurricane, hit them hard?
What'd you say?
Did the hurricane hit them hard?
No, they're okay on that front. Summer is just a slower month for them. They about 20% of their business is tourists, and most people are not going there in the summer.
Okay. Sure.
Well, let's stay with Jordan. Tell us who you are. With
Yeah, hi everyone. I am Jordan. I am the CEO and co-founder of Starfish. We work with restaurants, bookkeepers, small businesses, and we have built a software that uses AI to automatically analyze the P&L, provide clear action steps for these businesses on how to maximize profits, automate the tedious work, and really help them focus on what matters, their team, and guests. We are working with over 100 restaurant locations now, and we are eager and ready to ramp that up. You can reach out to me at my email, jordan.silverman@usestarfish.com, or you can call me 914-844-5775.
okay, thank you.
Jordan, I may have a lead for you for somebody that you can collaborate with. So touch base after.
Sweet. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it.
All right, let's who am I missing? Let's go to Stephanie. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Stephanie.
I am one half of Brilliant Computers. Mark and I run Brilliant Computers together. We assist with all things IT, hardware, software, implementation and support, email, business email support and hosting. We've got partners for website SEO and website building. We have server engineers that we work with. We are working on a lot of network takeovers right now where we're coming in from, working on networks that were set up by different IT companies, doing network analysis, bringing these companies up to speed. You know, every single industry, every person, individual uses technology these days. And so when in doubt, reach out. We're here to help. The best way to reach us is to email support@brilliantcomputers.com. That's SUPPORT @brilliantcomputers with an S at the end.com. That opens up a ticket for support, and it sends me a text message, a phone call, and you know, it's the best way to reach us. So yeah, thanks for having us, Howard, and everybody have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
See you in August.
I'm not sure. Terry, Lena, are you with us? I don't.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
with us. I'm
okay.
just not on. I've been listening. Sorry. This is Terry Lena. I work for Workwear Outfitters, and we manufacture workwear apparel, everything from front of the house to the back of the house. We work with our distributor partners, so you can just reach out to me at 317-385-2539. Thank you.
Thank you. And Helen, good morning.
Good morning. Hi, I'm Helen Gottesman. My husband Robert and I started a nonprofit called Delicious Spoonfuls, which trains and employs people with special needs, and we do ice cream events around South Florida. And we're looking for more employee appreciation days that we can bring the ice cream to large businesses, and we could be hosted by the HR department. We're also looking to do any sort of events that you're planning or your clients are. Birthday parties, weddings, sweet 16s, anything we could bring the ice cream to, we're there for you.
All right, how do we reach you?
Sorry, 561-676-2078 or helen@deliciousspoonfuls.org.
Okay. Gabby is not, I don't see her on the board. She was here. If you hear me, knock on the door. Okay. Robert, you've seen what we do. I didn't miss anybody, right? Okay, Robert, I'm doubling back to you. If you want to add something or change something.
I have an idea, because once we're finished with our renovations, I certainly would invite everybody to come by, spend a few moments with us, see what we do, enjoy a wonderful cup of coffee, and I'll keep you posted. Of course, we're trying to get this done before the end of the summer.
I missed the original.
Brings a lot in that area. My eye doctor is down there. Well, I don't wear glasses, but I just go in to visit. And a lot of our people that we know, friends, are between Coral Ridge Drive and Coral Springs Drive off of Wiles, between Wiles and Sample there. So I'm always in that area. So I definitely will stop by.
Take us, stop a few doors down into a little coffee shop.
Okay.
They're one of the people that we supply our coffees to, but they are probably one of the best, like I say, third wave specialty coffee shops around. They do things very different than most places. And those are the type of people that we work with. Also, we're working with a lot of caterers lately, so we might have some avenues for expansion, for networking for everybody as well. I look forward to it, and I hope to be part of this group.
Robert, I just
can you
wanted
put your
to add
information
something
in the
quick if
chat?
I can.
Right, one at a time, please.
Yes.
No, I was.
Robert, I just wanted to share really quickly. So I actually lived in California for 13 years. I was really involved in coffee culture. I lived in LA and worked at different coffee shops there. At one point, I actually was the winner of the regional barista contest for Pete's. I appreciate a good cup of coffee, and I actually recently went back to California and realized that the pandemic not only shut down a lot of really good coffee shops and roasters and things like that, but they also close so much earlier. So they're kind of not doing that coffee culture, music events as much as they used to, or even just a place to get together, right? Real coffee.
We're not a coffee house or coffee shop.
But you roast coffee.
We're roasters.
Okay.
And we have twofold. We're micro roasters who supplies the coffee shops, restaurants, hotels, caterers, et cetera, with an upscale product that they can't get anywhere else. You're not going to see my coffees at Cisco or US Foods or places like that. That's not what we're all about.
Well, you're in a good market down here because I see more coffee that are coffee shops that are serving local, higher quality coffee beans down in South Florida. It's taking off more. So
yes, well, there's been a huge shift, and even Starbucks announced last month that they've got a 16% drop in business, whereas the specialty coffee shops are growing. So, the next generation of coffee people, they know what they want. They know good from bad.
Oh yeah. I've poured out cups of coffee before because I'd rather not drink it at all than drink something that doesn't taste good fresh.
Well, we do workshops, and we have a lot of fun at these workshops.
Awesome.
We teach baristas, we teach the public. People come in 10, 12 at a time. We do barista art workshops.
I love that.
And we have a lot of fun there, and they don't walk out of there empty-handed either.
Awesome.
So
do you have enough room? Do you have enough room to let's say you wanted to have a meeting at your location and broadcast from there?
Once we finish the renovations, because we took over an additional space right next to us. Once we finish those renovations this summer, we will have plenty of room to accommodate, good 20 people comfortably.
All right.
Robert, can you put your information in the chat, please?
Absolutely.
I have it, Terry. It'll go out in the form.
Thanks.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
Do we ever track the leads that we give and take from each other? Or maybe a 5-minute kudos to whomever?
Well, that's the good and welfare part of the meeting earlier. You have something to say? I'll be happy to hear it.
Sure. Terry Art is now coming back and working with us and making us look good for our convention in Savannah next year by getting us a bunch of shirts, and appreciate your hard work and effort into this.
Wow.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the lead. Thanks.
Sure.
Absolutely. That's what you want to hear. Terrific.
Yes.
All right. Anybody else want to bring up anything before we get into a topic? Earlier this morning at the 9 o'clock group, unplanned. So this is unplanned also, but I know I have people here that are expert. We got into a conversation about what everybody's raging about in technology is the AI, and Jordan is an expert on that, so I'm going to lean on him. But we were talking. One of our members is going to do a presentation on AI, and
cool.
I'm not an expert in AI at all. I don't know that much about it. All I know is Chat GPT, and I use that. So Jordan, anything I say, if I'm wrong, jump in. But my thought on AI, and Darren too. Darren's my tech guy. He's good. But my thought on AI is that it's loading itself now. It started from zero, and it's loading all of the information. This is as an example. It's loading all the information into it. So I asked two questions. One we can't answer yet, but one I think we can. The first question I asked is, if all the information gets loaded into AI, can a scientist sit down at a computer and say, how do we cure cancer? because all of that information is in the system. And if there's any interaction between drugs or ingredients, so that was just a thought I had. Any comment on that, Jordan?
So like the first thing I'll say is like AI in that sense has been around for, I don't know, Darren, what, like 10 years probably, right?
Yeah.
Like machine learning is not what's new. What's really new is this chat style, where what you can do is ask questions, and instead of getting a bunch of blue links on Google, you get answers. That's really like the main value today for AI. So being able to put in a bunch of data and then run some algorithms on top of it, that's more machine learning. That's been around for, let's call it a decade about. But I agree with what you're saying, Howard, where like AI is still in its very, very infancy. So I do think that in X number of years, what you are saying will happen. The question is not will it happen, it's is X 3 years or 50 years?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said
One thing I'll
imagine.
add, Howard, is one of the mentors I work with on our robotics team. He does medical records and transcription services for doctors, primarily in the mental health industry. He's created an AI engine for his doctors that takes all their data, puts it together. So when they meet with a client, they can ask a simple question of, boy, he seemed off today. Is this client been suicidal in the past or something like that? And it will look through and parse and answer those questions based on all conversations, all medical records, and everything on the patient. So that's a similar use to what you're describing, but it's only as good as the data in. And like you said, with the cure to cancer, we don't know the cures to cancer at this point in time, so it can't come up with an answer because they're not known. If there was a cure to cancer per se, it said, here's how you cure prostate cancer. Yes, AI could certainly right now spit that out and say, this is how you cure cancer. But they're still working on the research. I think right now it's more, cutting edge that it can't be defined. A computer is yes or no. I mean, it's bits and bytes. Regardless of how you work it out to it, every answer is a 1 or a 0 or combinations of 1s and 0s in binary. So it's got to have the information to give you an answer. It can give tendencies based on past data. And that's what it's doing now. And we're even doing that in phone systems where it's tracking interactions with customers. It's sensing sentiment. It can notice when someone's unhappy. It can listen for words that you flag that say, as soon as someone says cancel, it can have a whole different process come up. So it's being used to guide people more so than I think make decisions at this point in time.
And the other thing I'll add is, sorry, Howard, the other thing I'll add is right now it's very good at words, not as good at numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, it will do computer code. Chat GPT, if you say,
Will
hey,
do
give me Java
excellent
code
computer.
to do this, and it will actually spit out the code to do that.
Excellent at that. Like even like
Yeah.
if anyone uses Excel, like I used to pound my head against a wall trying to figure out Excel errors. And now I literally just put it in Chat GPT and in under 30 seconds it solves it. So like it's really good at coding in all different programs, even if it's not computer coding.
If I put into chat GPT, if I wanted to create an HTML file, could I put in text and it would create HTML?
Yes.
You could say, yes, convert this to HTML.
Wow.
And then put your text and it would do it. Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Okay, so I have a question. So when there is conflicting information on the internet, so let's say somebody says this is the best thing you could do for, you're talking cancer, but I'm not talking cancer, but let's say one company says this is the best thing to do for this issue, and another company has a conflicting information. So what happens with AI when you put that kind of stuff in? Does it give you all of it? Does it?
It's going to rank it based on relevancy of information.
Okay. Okay.
So the second question that I had, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The second question that I had is more relevant to this group. And Jordan touched on it earlier with his presentation. What is the use of AI in a restaurant environment? What are the benefits to a restaurant? Got you on that one.
Making,
The first
I would
place I
say
always recommend is content creation. Like,
it also can make hard decisions based on facts, and it removes emotion from the decision, which a lot of times I think in restaurants, a lot of decisions are made emotionally and not based on facts. So it can kind of help you put together and analyze true facts about the status of your restaurant.
So I guess that means that when you're putting information into for AI feedback, you need to make sure you put in all the information and not just bits and pieces.
Yep.
Right.
But today people
The
use
most efficient use of your time as opposed to what, the fried chicken recipe that grandma made or whatever it is. And you insist on making that even if it costs you too much money to make and isn't popular.
Well, if
Terry.
you have a POS system that's gathering information, wouldn't AI be able to tell you what's your most popular menu item to help you design a new menu, to give you the Three Amigos phone number to save money on food? To help you run
It's tying it all together. As you say, Howard, it's getting everybody together. So I know in our industry, everything's going more platform based. So you're creating the platform to integrate across multiple systems. And that what you're describing, like your point of sale would have to communicate. And, I don't want to step on, Jordan's toes, but there's another company that, we work with in a similar industry. And that's what they do is they basically integrate through APIs all the systems to talk to each other and then generate, basically analytics or business intelligence off of that information.
And Terry, I also wanted to add, I took a Chat GBT training, and they said that according to how you ask your question, so you have to tell Chat GBT, make believe you're the world's best realtor and do this description for me. And then it'll do it. So kind of like the prompts that you give it, it should filter out the response based on how you guided it to respond to you. So if there's one way to do things and the other way, which is what you were saying, if you tell it, respond to me, like if you're a salesperson, it should pick from the one that goes towards the prompt that you gave it, if that helps.
Okay, yeah. The reason I was asking the question is because we've had a couple of restaurants come in, where Howard has read their request for help, and we didn't get really all the information. So it kind of makes it the same as when we're discussing an issue with a restaurant. If you're not, giving all the information is where you're going to get the best response, from.
Yeah, and also guiding it to respond to you like a restaurant owner, or like a realtor, or like a salesperson. That was kind of like the gist of what I got from that training, that you have to tell it how to respond to you from what perspective.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
I've put questions in and I've gotten response back that we can only answer with data that's been recorded as of 2020.
Yeah, that's
2020.
on Chat GPT. The free version is using old data.
You
can use right now, as Jordan was saying, even on Google Chrome. If you just do a search on Google now, it'll give you an AI answer as the first response below the responses it finds. So everybody's putting it out. Chat GPT is just one flavor of AI.
Right.
Everybody is releasing AI in what they're doing. Even Zoom, in the meeting summaries, there's an AI companion on Zoom now that you can use to get full summaries of the meetings.
You have to show me
that. Also, Google searching in general is, and that's one of the things I learned when I was in college, is you can ask Google questions in a certain way or do searches in a certain way that make sure that you get exactly what you're looking for and not just things that mention it. And if you find that Google is frustrating for you because you don't find what you're looking for, maybe do some research on the best way to, research using Google and there might be some YouTube videos on it or something, but my dad's pretty funny. Sometimes he'll be like, oh, I was looking for this part and I couldn't find it. And then I jump on and I do it the way that I learned how to. And I'm like, oh, is this what you're looking for? And I found it, So these tools can definitely be our friends if we use them right.
So Howard, I just sent the request. I saw you clicked it. So now you should get an AI companion and what's happened since the point you did
Yeah,
it.
you know what? I had it set up to do that at the beginning of the meeting and I forgot to push the button.
There you go. And that will give you that summary for every meeting when you do
But
that. That'll
there's
give you
also
a
something
meeting
else
summary.
that Steve Whitehill uses, Fathom.
Yeah, Fathom is like a note taker, but quite honestly, the AI companion does the same thing and it's natively built in.
Right.
Fathom becomes valuable if you're having meetings not just in Zoom and across different
Correct.
platforms like Google Hangout,
Yeah.
some in Teams, some in Zoom. That's where like a tool like Fathom comes in handy.
Yeah. Yep.
The amount of information that's available to us today is so incredible compared to 10 years ago. And just imagine what this AI is going to be 5 years from now. Everything will change drastically. And
A lot will depend on government regulation of it. That's the big challenge is, what is considered legal to obtain and what is going to become illegal to obtain and how do you police it? And
Right.
for anything that's designed for good, there's an evil side, and there will definitely be an evil side of use of AI. Well, there is now, quite honestly. You can generate a video of someone speaking and you'll swear it's that person speaking and
Right,
saying
right.
whatever you type in for it to say.
Yep.
So deep fakes are real.
That
Well,
wasn't really like
every request I get on LinkedIn or Facebook is from a AI generated somebody.
yeah.
Anyway, I think I feel like a psychiatrist. We're at the end of our hour.
Makes you feel any better. You look like one too.
I had a line, but I'm not going to use it. Robert, thank you for coming. I hope you'll join us. And everybody else, have a great weekend, and thanks for the conversation.
Yeah.
And have a great weekend. Stay safe. We'll see you next week. Let the
Bye,
sauce
everyone.
be with you.